Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
You already know what time this is.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
time it is?
I don't have a watch, but yeah, I know what time it is.
I took mine off before I got in here.
Yeah.
But today is a magnificent time on not the chessmate best or the Kobe Jordan complex. No,
Not
this
at
is
all.
this
No.
is the Snowball Effect. You already know. Yes. We are here again this Friday, but this time I wanted to actually kind of switch it up a little bit. We're gonna get into the who, what, where, when, and why of the person that we have here today.
Yes.
Someone special to me, someone I'm really excited to have here. I even said, quote, fanboying to have.
Literally.
So, yes, introduce yourself for the public, please.
Oh, my name is Paul Mike.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Yeah.
Go
Go ahead, man.
Welcome.
Give us the who, what, where,
Yeah,
when, and why.
Oh, my bad. Who?
Yeah.
My name is Paul White. Wet, hip-hop artist,
Yeah.
producer, engineer,
Yeah, don't be shy. Tell them
photographer.
Tell them everything about yourself.
All of it.
videographer,
Yeah.
father.
He literally does it all.
What's the Instagram at?
Trying to be a husband. My Instagram
You can
is
point to it. It's invisible. Just
He said it's invisible. Just it's a part of the whole spiel. You gotta like point to the joint. Trust me, it'll all play out later.
Point to what?
Your handle.
like, my at is right here.
Yeah, bro. You gotta do
Oh,
it.
my bad. My ad is.
I love it.
Oh, my bad. I hit the table.
Thank you for yes.
All you got to do is type in Paul, Paul, space, Mike, M-I-C, like microphone.
Y'all heard it.
And you can find me anywhere, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
I got
MySpace.
this,
No, I was
like-
joking. YouTube.
I got this like crazy movement I like to do where I'm like, my at is
Yeah, fat ass shit.
right there.
Extra.
Streaming
Yeah.
sites.
Yeah. So you already know it'll be right here. Somewhere around there.
Oh,
But for the honorable mentions today, I guess it'll just really be having the person that we have sitting
Welcome,
here
Paul.
because September 11th, correct?
Yes, sir.
We will be a part of a show that our young, awesome person here is having with us. Yeah, he's going to be having
We
a
are
show.
invited.
Yeah, and there's going to be also many others. I do not have the information. I think it's Case, Eugenio,
Yeah.
which is your brother.
Kenny Moses.
Yep.
He's dope. He's from the east side. Like
I've heard of Kenny Moses, but
Yeah.
I've never got to listen to his
Yeah,
stuff.
we got some stuff together also. Yeah, he's
Round
dope.
of
You're going
applause
to enjoy
for
that.
the lineup.
Oh,
We
yeah.
gonna
We
go
got
ham tonight.
Jess
Turn
Rich,
up. Yes, sir.
Mod X, Siraj, he's from over here from
Yeah.
St. Louis. I'm not sure. I got a special guest coming in from Chicago, a young guy that's in training. She's dope.
That's what's up.
Yeah, she's traveling all the way down just for y'all. So
Dope.
I need y'all to show out.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yep, and of course you too.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, we're
I'm
in.
not touching the mic. I'm literally just supporting. So
Yeah,
Oh,
we're-
you the Diddy of this one. In the
Literally.
way. Yeah, you
Yeah,
more,
you're the
more with
Diddy.
Dr. Dre. You know what
Ah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, I
I
don't wanna
don't,
be
I don't
Diddy.
dance in the video.
Why not Diddy? What more do you want from Diddy?
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna jump at the end of your song talking trash. You know?
That's real.
I'm
He
just gonna
wanted
let
to do
y'all
that.
shine.
It's
you
just
know?
funny
Did the
how
Diddy
it's
bounce?
funny how Diddy has that rep though. It's funny. You just
Rep. It ain't a rep. That's what he,
He
did.
does.
Like,
I know, but that's the reputation.
That's
But it's
what
the
he do.
reputation.
He does.
It's
To
the
this day.
reputation, though. It's the reputation.
Diddy
He's
ain't,
around everybody.
Diddy ain't doing nothing without letting the world know it's his hands in it. Like,
Nah.
I mean, I ain't
He's
mad. That's his
everywhere.
thing. You know, I ain't mad at it. You know?
No.
Puff
no.
Daddy had some hits.
No.
You know?
Can't stop, won't stop.
Hey.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, what for?
You have an honorable mention? Anyone you want to shout out? Anything in the world going on?
Oh yeah, I want to shout out Tasha Piper. That's my lady and my business partner. She's sitting right up over there.
Yes.
Obviously shout out Eugenio. That's my brother.
Yeah,
my
shout
homie
out
5-star.
Gang.
Kansas City. I got a lot of people. I'm gonna shut up. Everybody who know y'all know who y'all are. It's a community of y'all.
It's like if you know, you know.
Right.
Definitely the kids. Let me shout out my children.
sure,
You know,
for sure.
all 87 of y'all. You know, and that's it.
Did you watch the Donda
I did not.
party?
Yeah, that shit was insane.
I'm-
that
It was
nigga lit
wild.
himself on
I'm-
fire.
I'm
He
a
lit
different
himself
type
on
of
fire.
fan. I'm a different type of fan though. Like
What type of fan are you?
All right, I'm a hip hop fan and music fan, but I am a huge Kanye West fan. But I don't follow every single thing everybody does. Like
Facts.
I don't,
I respect
especially
that.
Instagram. It's too much music for me to follow.
Yeah, it's
you know what
way
I'm
too
saying?
much.
So yeah, I'm not tuning into all that. But when the album drop, obviously I'm gonna listen to it.
Most
sooner or later.
definitely.
Kendrick
I
is
would say
back.
this though. I would definitely say this after listening because I postponed it and didn't listen to a lot of it just because I just didn't want to hear anything. And then when I finally listened to that joint, I was so impressed. I was
impressed.
Wow.
Yes, I
That's
was
great.
thoroughly impressed.
Can Kanye be impressive though? Like,
Yeah, it's
Yes.
great. Hey,
I was
this
just like,
music
he's
thing-
so dope. Like,
No, listen.
It's like
Drake better come out with some
but
goddamn
listen,
heat.
that's the point I'm adding on to it though. You said that he's so dope, but you still impressed me.
he never
It's
ceased to
crazy.
amaze
He
me.
does-
It's Kanye.
Marilyn Manson
Hey,
popped
but
up.
can I ask y'all for a favor?
Stop. Marilyn Manson came up and he was just like this.
And he had a mask with his own
And then-
face.
No, what he did off the
That's what
grid.
Trey
Bro,
Manson-
That's
like,
Kanye.
Listen.
Of course he got a mask with his own
What
face.
he
It was
had,
so many
what he
levels.
did off the grid, I'm off the grid. That's my
Marilyn
kids.
Manson-
I'm like, and then Marilyn Manson just like this.
He's like this.
I'm like, dog, this is the greatest fucking
And on
video
Twitter, I'm
watching
going
ever.
down, and everyone on
This
Twitter
dude-
is like, "Why the hell is Marilyn Manson
Why
there?"
not?
And
They don't understand
I
it. They
commented-
don't understand it.
I commented, "Shut the fuck up and enjoy the greatness."
Thank
Look,
you.
that's all I commented.
You know
quote
what's
ever.
funny though?
Greatest Kanye quote.
I got a Marilyn Manson sample on my last album.
Round of
It's
applause.
called
Come on.
Sweet Dreams.
Round of a fucking
You probably seen the
applause.
video, Sweet Dreams. That's the black and white video we just did. Not
Yeah,
too long ago.
yeah, I just tapped-
So
yeah.
the guitar came from Marilyn Manson, Sweet Dreams.
That's tight. That's tight.
So that's who you did that
Yeah.
for.
Marilyn
yeah.
Manson is for the
That's
culture,
dope.
man.
For
That's
sure,
dope.
man. I always have been. You know.
Really? For real.
Look, I'm overwoke. If you
He
white
said-
and I fuck with you, hey, you alright with me.
He
you know,
said I'm overwoke. I love
So-
it.
I ain't slept in years.
Without spoiling it for the guest, what are you going to give it out of 10? The whole event.
The whole event was
Music
like-
and everything.
Yeah, I'm surprised he let Kim get married on screen with him. Like it was like,
But he burnt himself.
But that was
up.
before though. That was beforehand. So there was a symbolism of him dying, resurrecting on the next part, which I forgot it was because I like blanked out because I was like watching it and I passed.
So
I woke
Kanye
up
and Kim
and I
are
woke
back
up to this
together.
man getting married to Kim Kardashian because I was like, wait, because they showed a clip of Kim Kardashian with her hair braided a certain way, and I'm attention to details kind of nigga. So like I was like, okay, I remember that. So then like as the show goes on, I'm like, wait, why this bitch? Is that
So-
not what was her name? Arana Stark or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
her name is. So he ain't doing that. That's not a thing.
So
I'm confused. I'm confused. At
On
Kanye. I
in
mean,
that house
I
that-
thought it was dope, but I'm confused. So you marrying her and you changed your name to Ye?
he's back together, obviously.
Nah,
it was
bruh.
all a stunt. It was the biggest album release.
You know what's a stunt?
ever.
This whole thing between Drake and Kanye. And
No,
then
it's
how-
not. Because you want to know what happened?
Stop. Listen.
The girl-
Listen.
man,
You
no.
put like you said it earlier, and you gave the perfect clue. You put it in the message. You say something about Joker, right? And then on. Just so happened, I never watched SportsCenter, but I just watched SportsCenter this one day, and this nigga Drake hijacks it like the Joker
and
did.
then puts his album release date down SportsCenter. Like the
So
Joker
is this
would.
it? So is this 50 and Kanye, or is this like a legit beef? Like
It's
did
a
Drake
beef.
buff? Did Drake?
If Drake
bone
confesses to
Kim? Did he do it?
if Drake confesses to fucking Kim Kardashian on that album, it's a fucking beef.
He gonna be like,
Or you just gonna say we already
can't really
knew,
hit me. I can't.
and we're
even-
gonna take an L, and I forgave her.
I did
and
it
it's
earlier.
over.
Most of the times when two rappers are colliding, especially nowadays, it's promotion.
But Kanye and Drake is a
Instead.
different level though, because this equally been said, especially in the last one, because I thought it was on that level too.
Right.
But he said Drake said something in particular, and I had that same feeling towards somebody, and we both also do music, and I won't mention no names. And I'm obviously the better. I'm obviously the Kanye, and he's the Drake, and I'll take that. But
Oh yeah, I
he's
like
a
that
fucking
energy.
he's a fucking Drake all the way.
You need a
And-
beat for that track.
Oh, I already have one.
Oh, you already got
and
one.
he heard it
Oh,
before.
oh,
I didn't
part
put it
two
out.
got to come out. I need
Well, my
to-
thing is, I haven't even put out the original diss track, so we'll leave that all alone. But
Yeah, I've
nevertheless,
heard it.
because
I've
I don't want to
definitely
spend my
heard
time
it.
on this, because we do got a few topics I want to ask.
Facts.
Because I do want to ask this one in particular, because I heard this shit. Now I just want to know your thought on it, yours too, since you are here as well. Going into it, the first one: would you much rather have a fight with a chicken every day to get into your car, or would you want to fight an orangutan once a year with a sword?
Fight a chick to what?
Would you want to fight a chicken to get in your car?
A chicken.
every day,
fight a chicken.
every
or
day,
fight an orangutan.
once a year, with a
The
sword.
orangutan's gonna kill you.
With a sword though, you got a sword though.
You're still dying.
How you gonna die? If
I'm
you
gonna
got a
take
sword?
the orangutan.
You hear me? That's what I'm saying. I
Really,
don't,
with the sword?
you know what I
Yeah,
thought? You
I'm
know,
gonna take the orangutan.
I had this conversation with
kicking the
somebody.
shit out the
I said
chicken.
I wanted the chicken to bother me every single day. until I got tired of it, and then there was gonna be one day I was gonna be lacking, and he was gonna get me, and that was gonna be wasted.
Kick the fuck out the chicken. There's no fight.
But it's every day.
That's why I'm
though.
choosing an orangutan.
It's every day though.
I'm competitive. I don't want to fight no fucking chicken.
Every day you gotta fight this chicken, bro.
I'm not doing that.
It's gonna be more annoying than a fight. It's like, dude, get the fuck
That's
on
what I'm
somewhere.
saying. It's gonna be like, oh, I gotta fight this chicken. Let me set my alarm.
It's like, would you rather brush a roach off your fucking seat every day, or deal with a spider in your car that can't leave?
I'm gonna do the roach.
I've dealt with roaches, so probably the roach. The
big
roach,
roach.
probably.
Right,
I'm
big
gonna do the
roach.
I'm probably gonna go.
Ain't no
with the roach.
Charlottesville here.
No, fuck
The
no.
spider can't leave. Nah,
Yeah,
you can have the car.
Yeah, you got to. Hey, that's your car. That fell. You trying? That's you. But yeah, I saw that one and I couldn't help myself. But and then they also said that Saints Row is supposed to be getting a reboot.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
What's that?
soon.
It's this game. Okay, so you know Grand Theft Auto, right?
I ain't never played it, but I know what the game is.
Right. So generally everybody knows what Grand Theft Auto is. It's like a third
CJ.
person. Yeah, it's a third person free
such a
roam
liability,
open world
CJ.
sandbox game where you can do whatever you want, fuck up the police obviously. Well, in Saints Row it's that same concept except for what fucks me up the most is like how animated and like goofy it is because you can it's like they do all this extra weird shit that like you wouldn't expect them to put into a game. Like you have to like
Kill aliens?
No. Insurance fraud. You have to like get yourself like hurt intentionally for insurance fraud.
They trying to get y'all locked up. They know y'all gonna do that shit in real life.
You hear me? Like
That's a setup. The CIA made that game.
Bruh, you hear me? Like that was one of them games that was just too good to be.
Yeah,
so,
GTA taught me a lot for sure.
Yeah, so Saints
They know
Row.
that.
You can do a motorcycle gang, like a weed house. You can do everything.
I'm excited for it though. I mean, I hope they do well with it because I mean,
I need GTA 6.
But every game nowadays is a microtransaction. I don't know if you probably don't play games as much, but like a lot of video games now, it's like a lot of microtransactions, like where you got to buy something to get something to unlock
Mortal
something
Kombat.
to have it kind of.
Oh yeah, all that shit still locked. Yeah,
and it's kind of like it's kind of.
I ain't doing all that.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it kind of kills
Just
the
wait
whole
for the
thing.
Ultimate Edition.
Like,
Right.
even then though, there's still.
But
like,
even then, I'm not
exactly
because
You
the
still-
ultimate disc would be like $100. I'm not paying that for no.
But right,
lying.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like my thing is the only way I'm play for an edition like that is if it's like a collector's item and I can like have it sitting up somewhere.
Like Ghost of Tsushima.
Well, you know what I mean, or like a little like figure.
With
I don't
the
fucking know,
samurai
figurine or fucking something. I don't.
That's
fucking
what I'm
know.
saying with the samurai statue.
Nah.
Y'all gotta excuse me. I ain't no big gamer, so y'all losing me a little bit.
Nah, it's all gravy. I want.
I
to
don't
say
really
something
play
about it.
either. I just keep up on YouTube.
I got two
Yeah, I'm
games
more
I play. I play Call of Duty and 2K with my cousins, and I rarely do those.
Dude, I be wanting to play Call of Duty, but they be hacking, so I say fuck them niggas.
Oh,
Yeah, they be hacking hard.
Oh, word?
they gonna come after you, bro. I
They
got
be
nothing to
hacking
do with
hard. They be hacking
I
hard,
got
bro. That game is
nothing to
nothing.
do.
That game is just filled with hackers, bro.
Oh.
Like it's just not even fun.
that. How are they hacking though?
Like PC?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, PC.
Yeah.
It's
And even then,
cross-platform like that now?
yeah, it's been cross-platform. It's not like that. It's been.
I
like
thought that was only Fortnite.
Nah, bro. It's a lot of games that's cross-platform just because it makes it easier. You
I
got.
don't really game either, bro.
It's a whole thing. But look, I got another one. So look, the Hood Olympics with the crates. What's up with y'all with that? Y'all gonna do it?
Who the fuck?
No.
Who the fuck is y'all?
No,
Y'all gonna do that?
you
Yeah.
can't pay me
No.
enough.
Yeah, go do it.
No.
What if somebody put like 10,000 in front of you?
Nah.
It ain't worth
What
the
about
fall,
like what
bro.
about $1 million?
It's not worth the
Yeah.
fall.
Yeah.
See the way he answered the
Are
last
you
one. That's
gonna make
like,
it for $1 million though?
Yeah.
oh, he gonna make it for $1 million. You got to.
Look, I'm an athlete. You know, I ain't doubting I could do it. It's just why. That's my
I've
whole
seen
question.
people run it.
That's
run
my
up and
question
run
too.
down.
Why everybody filming themselves? They're doing it when you know, like at any point,
They're not filming themselves.
you
There's
finna
other
crack
people,
your
though.
neck, bro. You cracking your neck. The one chick who was a YouTuber just did it. I forget her name, but she did it, and she in the hospital.
One woman died.
Oh, that's
I
goof.
saw that. I saw another dude die. They did it on
Yeah, they
concrete.
cracking their neck.
Oh, they doing it on concrete?
Yeah, they busted
Bruh,
their
they
head
did
right
it on
there.
grass for a reason, bro.
No, bro. People
Like-
don't think like that, man.
But see, you need to think like something. That's
Nah,
all I'm
people,
saying.
all people thinking about is likes and going viral.
on me. And
Yeah, see, for me, my issue is like that sounds all hunky dory, fine and dandy, but I still want you to like
they
put that
do
shit.
anything for clout.
If somebody I love down crates, I ain't going to the funeral. No RIPs.
If I look, I'm gonna say this: if I go to a party and I see
Every
crates,
time somebody
either, bro.
bring you up, that dumb
I'm not either.
motherfucker.
yeah, bro, listen, bro, you hear me?
Unless it's you And I'm like close
listen,
to you.
listen. If we go to a party, let's say me and you go to a party,
And you hop on crates and die?
No. Listen. No. Stop. Let's make it even better. Everybody at the job, they got a party. It's the crib. And me
My
and you
Halloween
go.
party coming up.
Right, and I go there and I see crates stacked up.
And you're gonna
I'm
walk
turning
them
around.
bitches and you die.
I'm turning around because there's no money.
You're not
there.
going to do it.
No, there's no money there.
But-
Thank you.
It's just
Alright,
it's just a bunch of white folks
Unless
there, and they're gonna be like,
I'm not gonna do that.
On September 11th, though,
it's gonna be a bunch, like a couple.
This doesn't apply for you. The only way
I'm just saying in that scenario.
it would have to be a female incentive for me to walk a goddamn crate.
That's all that it take.
Paul, thank you. Paul, thank you. Am I insane? I'm gonna break the fourth wall. Am I insane?
All it takes is
questions
one,
right
you're
here.
scared?
Yes or no?
It
I need
take
y'all
one-
to answer in the comments. Thank you.
It would take
back.
one. Oh, you're scared?
That's it.
You know what I'm gonna tell that
Scared.
person? No. You know what I'm gonna tell them? I'm gonna give them the best excuse.
Done.
Oh, and they'll be like scared. I said, "Are you gonna do it?" And they're gonna be probably. And this is probably what they're gonna say. Be like,
Yeah.
No. They'll be like, "No, you're gonna do it." I said, "Okay, so if you ain't gonna do it, then why I gotta do it?" I'm gonna argue them. I don't give a fuck.
They're going to have an answer.
Your
man.
mom will be proud.
You're
I don't give a fuck. You ain't finna punk me. Ain't for nothing, G.
Your mom would be proud.
I know she would be. Even though we don't talk, she gonna be
But
proud because you ain't punking
Cap.
me.
Oh,
Everything
man,
you
that guy
said, Cap.
He said you ain't gonna got drama.
She's going to have an
Yeah.
answer for everything you say.
He be like that.
You're
Though.
just going to keep on going.
I ain't tripping. Hey,
Big
look,
Bruce Wayne
I know if I
baby.
walk into a party and the crates is there, if no money is involved, shit, you better not even look at me. I don't care. Oh, he looks like.
Million would make me do it. I agree.
I mean, if it's a fucking $1 million,
Right,
of
I
course
mean, if
you're
I
gonna
crack
do it.
my head-
if it's $500,000,
But do we get it
you would
if
do
we get it if we fall?
Yeah, no, what the?
Oh, I'm not doing
Next,
it. Bro. I want
so
to
look.
guarantee million, bro.
Hey, so look, I just found out the other day that Aaliyah was drugged and put onto that plane that she was on. I was like,
Kelly?
bruh.
Yeah, because you've been watching the trial, haven't
Bruh,
you?
and
Hey,
so
lock
look-
Kelly up and his
Bruh,
entourage.
she was drugged. That was like, dog, that makes so much sense. Because I was like, there was like, to me, there's always a point missing in Aaliyah's story. Like, there's always a part missing. And I'm like, bruh, y'all.
Hey,
But
lock-
that was old news, though.
I didn't know that, though. But, you know, I'm
Yeah,
also,
it's,
but listen, you,
I
like you
didn't
said
know
to me,
either.
what did you say to me before we came? You said, you young, what do you know about that? I'm 92. I'm just about
killing
to
me
turn
with
30.
this shit.
You was born
I'm on
92?
plugs.
Yeah.
Man, we the same generation.
That's true.
But I didn't know that, though. I wasn't,
You said like you was born in 2001.
but I wasn't privy to
R.
that.
Kelly
I really wasn't, but I wasn't privy, nor did I really worry about it
R.
because I was
Kelly
a
was on
kid.
Tom Jordan
every
So
day.
when
Yeah,
I like
that's
when it came down to it, like all this shit started happening when I like would like you know
Well, nah,
just
when
being
she
around
died in
adults and shit.
2001.
Right.
Right, but when it started coming out, people started talking about it. It's like mid to late 2000s
So-
where details started kind of coming out or whatever. But yeah, I mean, everybody knew it was something wrong because why she was the only one on the plane. You know what I mean?
And that's weird. Like that's really weird. And I know it's like it's all old news and stuff like that for others, but for some who don't know, like that is kind of like the part that I needed to kind of
He
seal
won't
the whole
answer
deal.
to that though. No one's asking questions about that.
No, because it's like why would you? It's hearsay at that point, and that's not
Sounds
fair.
like a little more than that.
It does sound like more, but
Yeah.
at that point it's hearsay because if you think about it, if you take this to the court of law, that's what they're going to bring to you. That's what a
Yeah.
judge is going to say to you.
You're
And
right.
at the end of the day, they'll probably refute this and probably be like, no, that's not right. But I'm like, how is it not? You would tell me that I've had that happen to me in real life, and I was telling the truth, and I was the one that was wronged. But then,
How
oh,
mad
that's
did that
hearsay.
make you?
That's why I don't believe in the system. I know we're in a simulation to some degree because that's a joke. Don't even get me started. So, anyways, Pharrell was the first one that was fired. Did you know he was fired from McDonald's
Why?
3 times? No, 3 times. And he was trying
I watched it,
and
yeah.
he was trying to become a manager and ended up writing their jingle for them.
He didn't want to.
I feel like that is ties to the point that I'm saying is like we live in it's a joke.
No, man.
You
look,
can own it. You can own it if you want to.
I'm-
Nas said it. The world is yours, and you if you believe in it,
I
it's
can't
definitely-
argue
sure.
it. I don't
It's
really-
definitely yours.
But look,
It's
it
definitely
goes
yours.
where a lot of people really don't know their potential. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead,
So
speak.
a lot of people, you like, let's say you get a job or you listen to what everybody telling you, and you feel like, oh, okay, well, based off what everybody else tell me, I want to be a manager here, or I want to be this, that. I mean, think about little kids. I remember when I was little,
Right.
I want to work at the movie theaters, right? You know what I'm saying? It sound cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Then you get old, you're like, yeah, this ain't.
No,
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Not even that this ain't it. It's just like you got so much
Right.
more to offer.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I learned just from my own experience or whatever, like jobs won't give you, like say the supervisor position. and they're gonna look at you like, you know, you're not enough for it, or you're not good enough for this position for whatever reason. Truth is, that position is beyond you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it ain't for you because you for something way major. For real, wasn't supposed to be a supervisor at McDonald's. He was supposed to be writing their jingles. You know what I'm saying? And doing music. So that just wasn't for him. You know
and that's like a big
they did him a favor because if he got the promotion, he probably wouldn't have followed music.
He
you
wouldn't
know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I kind of feel that same energy though. I'm thankful for those. Well, because there was like one fast food job, I'm not gonna name it, but they offered me the position. I'm glad I didn't take it because I feel like I would have been like,
why you ain't naming it?
Because I don't. Whatever.
Name
that shit.
Well, you're not paid by them.
It was gonna be Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Crack.
Fuck Jack in the Box.
Exactly. That's why.
Jack in the Crack.
That's the whole point. I did it. Okay, so continue for it.
No, not Jack in the Crack.
Frank, I need you to do it for yourself. Say it one time.
What?
Fuck Jack in the Box.
Fuck Jack in the Box.
There you go.
No, it's not even a problem. Fuck Jack in the Box. Nigga, fuck Jack in the Box.
There you go.
Y'all niggas got good time. Fuck Jack in the
your
Box.
Tacos.
Nah, but listen. On some real shit though, I'm glad I didn't take that because I'm starting to see like the fruits of my labor really come through. And like I just wish the biggest thing I always have and the biggest thing I always say, I think he hears me a lot say it, is just I wish that certain people were here to see this. Because at this point in time, definitely. I don't care about anything else. I just want to see their face because they already knew this and they believed in this and they died believing this. So like that always touches my heart. Like, I always get emotional on that. For sure. I ain't even gonna cap, but but on some real shit though, that is really inspiring that Pharrell did that. So it just goes to show like if you work at fucking Wingstop and you hate frying them motherfuckers, you could be the same motherfucker that be like, hey, I wrote that jingle.
Is Pharrell on Mount Rushmore?
Of what?
Producers?
Yes. What the fuck?
Talking about like top 4?
He has a signature 4 count that everybody knows.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This is why I'm asking right here.
Now,
I'm letting it go.
Let him speak.
I'm letting it go.
I will be the judge. I'm going to be unbiased.
What's my man's name? You got Quincy Jones. Mm-hmm. Am I right? That's the one who produced Thriller.
That's great.
He got to be on the rush road.
And more than that,
shit just stole like 35 million.
Quincy Jones?
Yes.
All right,
but Quincy Jones is like, if this is a video game, he's like a default. Like he automatically, you finna win.
You can rebuttal.
Exactly. That's why he on my Rushmore.
Excuse me, sir. There are no objections.
There is no objections.
Come on, sir.
Order in the court. Talk about producers. Now we talking about like
you ain't put no time on this.
There's no time. Come on.
Of all time.
He moving.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, you might be right on this.
Here we go.
Pharrell is cold though.
Pharrell cold.
You can't take him away though, because that's like saying, okay, who's better, Pharrell or Kanye? Who of the two that should be on that Mount Rushmore then?
Pharrell.
I'm gonna go Pharrell.
All right then.
But Kanye not on the Mount Rushmore.
Now why you do that though?
Because I did have a kind of problem with that because Pharrell is just he's
better than Kanye on the accolade.
He's better than Kanye.
But as far as like producing wise, Kanye is pretty good.
I don't know.
Kanye is dope. But for me,
Pharrell
producing, like if I'm gonna put you up here, Kanye don't really bring out the best in his artists though. Pharrell, he might Pharrell might not get you. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say that because Pharrell got some albums on his resume.
Yeah, but see that's why I was saying to somebody else. I was like, bro, I was listening to Seeing Sounds, and if you listen to Seeing Sounds by NERD, that is legit telling you how to look at a situation with a female from a third eye lens. And if you care to, is what's provided in front of you. But what's the crazy part about it is like when you listen to it the first time, you will not catch that. It literally takes you if you don't have that logic. Right. Even when he tells you in the beginning, it was so hot. We took showers, cold ones in. And I remember I just closed my eyes and I was seeing sounds.
So you agree Pharrell wins?
Pharrell is on the Mount Rushmore.
I'm saying he beats Kanye.
Oh, for sure, but he's on Mount Rushmore. He's done a lot as far as like himself and others.
But he said no.
I do, but I agree though. But I know he's gonna name some. He's gonna continue to name some. But I feel like he should still be up there. He should be.
Now I'm not against nobody putting them on Mount Rushmore.
Right.
This is just my own personal opinion.
But I want to hear who your others are though. I am very curious.
All right. So next I got Dr. Dre.
For sure.
I agree.
Right. My reasoning for Dr. Dre is not only that he produced great albums for himself. But Dr. Dre I mean, pretty much if you touch your album, it's a success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not just rap. Dr. Dre got some R&B on his resume that a lot of people don't know about. Some old school shit from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Some R&B and shit from the 80s, 90s, even now, like Anderson .Paak. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So
Anderson .Paak is
shout
out
amazing.
fucking fire.
Like,
that one tape is one of my fires with him and Knowledge. No Knowledge is my fucking favorite. That is one of my favorites.
Him and Bruno.
He said, "Who brought all the
him and Bruno
to
shit?
the bar?"
Yeah,
That
him
shit,
and Bruno.
bro.
Yeah.
The one with him and Bruno is cool though.
Yeah, for sure.
They got a whole album dropping.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Together.
Yeah, I thought it was like already
They
out.
delayed it.
Oh, I ain't know nothing about that.
Delayed. Yeah, they got a whole.
We got to look out
together.
for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I got
crazy.
a quick one.
Sonic.
I got a quote that I saw from a white woman on TikTok in the comments.
Oh shit.
No, I know it's surprising. Whoa, I know, right? Oh, goodness
shit.
gracious, it's so fucking bad. But she says, as a police wife that is pro BLM, vaxxed, and still masks, I'm outraged. It would never be about blue lives. It's always in bold letters been about anti-BLM. Like, I guess so.
That's true.
So what do you what do you think on her being a police wife? Because it was I just happened to land on a police TikTok, so it was a lot of heavy comments and it was a lot of negative ones. But the one I found was this lady here. I'm gonna let her be nameless, but she is a hero in my opinion.
Yeah,
because she put that out there like that. Like, she is BLM vaxxed and she masks. You know, so I'm just wondering, like, is this just always just been at a target of us?
No.
Because is it wrong for me to say that? Because if she is obviously a white woman who has a black husband, who is a police officer, who is also BLM and in mass, like, she's still, they're obviously putting themselves in the.
Now that whole comment made sense when you said the police officer was black.
Yeah, it's a factor, but it's deeper than rap.
It is deeper than rap, but obviously that whole situation is deeper than rap.
Because she dates a black man. She dates a black man.
She's expressing all of that's why I said it the way I said it, because she's expressing.
This is what I'm saying.
Like,
she dating a black man. He don't sleep, eat, and shit in his uniform all the time.
Well,
so she sees the way he's treated when he's not in uniform.
Right.
So she knows it's not about blue lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because when he takes that
the
uniform
argument
off, he's
is
not
always
a cop.
on that. It's always like when you bring that up, it's like, well, this is that, and black lives.
Because they just
punk
ass motherfuckers who just won't say they racist. That's it.
I feel like I would much rather just you tell me that you be like, and it's gonna be a hard one. I'm gonna hit right. I ain't even gonna say it because I was saying this shit earlier. Xbox being goofy. I ain't gonna say it, man. I ain't gonna say it. I'll be cool today. But it's just funny because bugs be. They really believe in their heart of hearts that
they don't believe shit.
No. Hear me out. You let me finish. They believe in their heart of hearts, bro. That you gotta hear me out, because my homeboy, what did Jesus tell me, bro? His real name is not Jesus, by the way, but
it's Jose.
We call him Jesus.
Yeah, we call him Jesus. But so, long story short, he made a valid point, and this is in the early days before the podcast was even a podcast. This was just me doing Facebook Lives with people and us just talking for hours. And he brought up a good point. He said that these stories are passed down from these different generations and times. So it's like all these different stories of the monkey boy at the arch, and I can't remember the other one, the big arch fair that was there, that's everyone historically knows. There was the monkey boy, and there was a whole bunch of other bullshit, but they tell these stories a certain way, and then they pass them down to their children, and then expect their children to go into society thinking that these stories are correct. And then when they see them and see a black person who is not a monkey, let alone even a boy, walk amongst them, it confuses them, and now they're in this realm of what the fuck. And that's why I feel like a lot of the racism comes from, because it's pure confusion. Your parents telling you something that you don't even know. You ain't even going to the source. You listening to your fucking white father tell you about the story.
Your parents raised you. You're supposed to be able to trust them to tell you the truth. But as humans, it's human nature to know.
To lie.
Have you ever fell off the crate?
It's human nature to lie.
But you've seen somebody fall, you don't want to do that shit, right? All right, so it's the same shit. It's just so again, at the end of the day, you racist. You see some people getting mistreated, you don't have to go through it to understand that it's wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like me saying, hey, women shouldn't be raped, and you just Like, no, bro. Like, no.
There's no air.
Like, there's no air, right? Like,
is it really? Is it?
I don't have a vagina or nothing like that, but I know. I'm sure I wouldn't want it to happen to me.
Is
you know
it
what
wrong?
I'm saying?
Ron Jeremy is going to jail.
No,
A lot of them Negroes, hey, people be like, you can't say that for, bruh. Ignorance is bliss. And don't let it, don't play it, don't fall in it. Cause I'm telling you, don't be ignorant forever. Man, that shit, them motherfuckers is ignorance. They are wrong.
Don't let people confuse you. They ignorant, cause ignorant means to not know. Motherfuckers don't be ignorant. They just choose.
But you chose not to know though.
No, they know. They chose not to acknowledge.
But you chose not to do. You chose to still do the opposite though.
Right.
And that's still wrong.
But think about it like this. All right. Let's say I'm your father, your grandfather, something, right? And I like
grandfather. Let's do
grandfather. All right, let's do that. So I'm your grandpappy, and I built this big enterprise business or some shit like that, right? I just want to be goofy. And I pass it down to you.
Right. Yeah.
You ain't really got to earn your spot. It's just for you.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. You gonna be mad about that?
No.
All right, so if you white and George Washington, all that, they did all this shit for you and it's passed down to you, you're gonna be like, yeah, let's just get that shit up.
No.
All right. It benefits you.
But if you stole it,
it don't matter. It benefits you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
And what you said about storytelling, so are we not believing it?
I don't believe none of that joint.
But what about the stories we tell the next?
I feel like we need to actually like
video it. That's what's happening.
I don't know about video because you can still alter it, but there needs to be a form of way of documentation where it can't be tampered, where it's actual facts of history, and I feel like that needs to be something. And I've been thinking about that for a long. And fucking shut up about the goddamn Bible. I'm so tired of people talking about that Bible. At the end of the day, I'm talking about actual legit form of documentation of history that is real, that can be passed on, that can be tangible, that can actually be like legit. But the issue is that I have is just so many funnels and channels of bullshit that it has to go through.
It's 2021. It's over.
No,
it's over. You have to go back in time.
What you want is a wishful thing.
Thank you. You said it perfectly, and that's where I'm at with it. You got to go back, bro. Like, okay, so since you definitely said that, here, peep this. I saw this the other day, and I wanted to express it. Our compasses are pointing in the wrong directions. All right, and this has to just go to like shit that's like weird information that people would probably feel if you said it out loud, they'd be like, no, that shit doesn't make any sense, or that's completely wrong.
But it does.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So the first part is our compasses are pointing in the wrong directions.
They are.
Yeah. Yep. Every 2,000 to 3,000 years, the Earth's magnetic field flips, which I think that just actually happened. Thus, every time it caused an evil and cataclysmic set of events that we have been going through. Let's just throw that.
Hold on. When did the evil event stop, though? When did they take a break?
It's not about it taking a break. It's about it's just a fact of like our magnetic field flipping and what it does to us.
What it does to us.
And however many times it happens.
Flips.
Right, but I'm saying, so when did we get out of whack?
I mean, I think we've been out of whack ever since in my opinion, I feel like 2012 because I just feel like I want somebody said that to me the other day and I was like 2008.
2008 was the flip in my life.
Hold on. So what happened before, let's say 2000, between 2000 and 2000?
Well, you got to think about the Mayan calendar, like supposedly stopped at 2012.
Mm-hmm.
No, what I'm saying is, you said
the housing crash evil,
but that's what we generally we went off the Mayan though. We went off the Mayan calendar. So
what I'm saying is, evil ain't took a break.
Well, yeah, of course.
So what happens when it flipped? If ain't nothing ever changed, ain't nothing stopped.
I mean, think about it though. There's like shit that they shot in the ocean, and they say that's ocean fires.
I mean, that's believable.
Okay. All right, but everything that let's just say this: everything that they put in front of you is always something that has to do with it, but you never pay attention to it. Okay. How you put something in front of somebody and they don't pay it, right? You know. So let's just use
Godzilla in plain sight.
Exactly. So let's just use Godzilla for shits and grins. This is gonna still go to this right here, right? The new Godzilla movie. They went into the Earth.
Yeah,
and the Earth is not hollow by any regard, by any scientific nature. But you just told me. Not even however long ago, there's another ocean that's always been documented as an ocean, but not officially, though. Right. So my thing is, I just feel like there's a lot of things just being alluded to because of the fact of a lot of shit is hitting all at once, and it's so much to take in. So it's kind of like being bombarded with so much information. It's like being overly stimulated in the simplest terms.
Right.
So when you're overly stimulated, you're obviously like, it's like going to Vegas and seeing all the lights for the first time.
Right. But
you're going to freak out.
It's like they tell us.
But you're not going to pay attention to anything else.
What's the word I'm looking for?
They tell us some
They contradict
and they
a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But that's on purpose, though.
That's what I'm saying. But nobody's really listening.
But that's the problem, though. Right. Exactly right there.
So what you just said, they got a whole new ocean or whatever that they said has been documented, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Cool. They also said they've only discovered maybe like 15% of the ocean.
But that's the problem,
so they don't really know. The answer is they don't know.
I think I think they do know, but it's the amount of information that's being alluded to the public.
Man, look, they still trying to get into space. But they told us they went to space.
What made NASA go from studying the ocean to go to space, though?
Exactly.
That's the question. What's in there that made them go, we need to get off the planet?
But even then, they can't even go to space because none of them don't want that. There's things that's going on as far as like,
in space,
bruh,
it's an empty sky.
I'm not even gonna argue with you with that, and I'm not gonna play with you on that level.
With you saying that, all right, you got the Earth right, and then we sitting in the universe, right?
I can't do that.
But that's what I'm saying.
I can't do
saying
that.
the compasses are pointed in the wrong direction and shit like that. What's the right way? If the universe ain't nothing but big black.
But that's the point. But listen.
So it's always been the wrong way.
But listen, that's the point I'm getting to. Hold on. And last time this happened, it wiped out a whole civilization that existed before our known history.
The Samaritans.
And that's the point that I was trying to make earlier when you asked that question. I'm like, so the known people that were already here that already had shit documented was wiped the fuck out due to this. If you're believing in this, right? So it also says that we look at our maps upside down, not for the fact of just because like we want to do it, but it's off because of just like the European centric belief that they have to be on top.
There are centuries
and
of people that
they have to be the people. Because if you look at it, but even then though, it's even been said, and it was known that maps weren't used like they're used now. They were used as stamps just for like time to know, not necessarily to be exact and precise. That's why I'd be like, people be like, oh, but I'm like, bro, you get in your car to open up maps to say, oh, I need to go here. When you've lived here all your life and you now need this app to tell you how to get there. Do you not see what's wrong here at all? Right. So that's why I'm just like, okay, but I'm crazy though, or I'm a fool, or I'm even just like wild for saying this shit. That's why I'm just kind of like,
the happiest people in the world are the ones that manage their time.
True though. True though, people be like, man, you ain't got no time, but I'm like, I be chilling though. I be cool.
Man, look, I used to do a lot of that. What are you doing? You spend a lot of time. When you get done with it, you're gonna realize that you still ain't gonna know the truth. So at the end of the day, people argue, oh, is the Earth round or flat, right? How many times you been in space? So you never seen the Earth from the outside, right? Yeah. You don't fucking know.
I don't know what
I don't fucking know. Who fucking knows? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't been to the moon and looked at the Earth, you don't know what shape it is. So.
I don't know. I feel like it's a whole level of like the Truman Show always kind of does it for me. And people always say it's like, well, you don't know, you can't know. And I've had that conversation with a lot of people, and I don't care for it. I know I know that's your opinion, and I've heard it before, but I don't care because at the end of the day, like it's all gonna come tenfold, regardless if it's this life or the next. Mm-hmm. So would you rather be prepared now or later?
How could you prepare for something you don't know what the fuck it is?
Exactly. But would you not rather prepare for nothing at all and think you're good, but then there was something at the end you had to prepare for?
Mm-hmm. But if you don't know what the fuck it is, how you go prepare for it?
Yeah, back and forth, what if all
I'm
day.
Just saying.
Hey, I'm also just saying too.
You can spend your whole life preparing to fight a snake, and but if Godzilla pop out,
but you can also spend your whole life running away from that. But you can also spend your whole life running away from that snake, or no, stop, or avoiding that snake.
Right. It's not avoiding or running away.
But
I'm not saying
people, I'm
not condoning not to ask questions and do your research.
For sure.
You can do that. But my point is, at the end of the day,
I feel like it's not enough. That's the point I'm getting to. It's not enough.
It's not enough. That's very true.
We gotta go up there.
It's not enough. And so when this is brought up, it's like what
I'm
you
not
say.
saying don't go to space.
I'm not going up there.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but you're perfect for that though, because you brought up a good point. Like, what's the point? And a lot of people will say that, but it's like you.
No. I didn't say what's the point.
No, I'm saying like hear me
until you know, you don't know. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
So I'm not saying don't search, don't seek the truth or nothing like that. I'm all for seeking. And all that stuff. I'm not advocating sit the fuck down and just shut up.
Grounded.
No,
but be grounded. Understand that you don't know first.
Be grounded.
Then you can learn. But if you already think you got it figured out, you ain't gonna learn shit, and you're not gonna be prepared for shit because you think you got it figured out.
No, that's why I like spending a lot of my time like just like researching. I love the research. I'm Deku. If this was My Hero Academy, if anyone knows that anime, I am.
And so when you research it, do you ask who putting up the information?
Yeah, I do. But the problem is like a lot of the time it's one of those things. It's either from, It has to be from this licensed professional right here, or this is that, or it's from a person that he worked for this. But how do you know?
Me and Tasha was just talking about this.
So
and it's funny the term licensed professional.
So my thing is,
hold on. Listen real quick. Because look, I'm a licensed professional, so I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
Right. So Tasha, on a perfect example, and myself, I'm a licensed professional photographer. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that means? Let's take a guess. What that means?
You can take pictures of
events. Wrong. That means I put my money up and I paid for the license. That's what that means. I could never have touched the camera before I got that license.
No, you got a title. You paid for a title.
I paid for the title.
Yeah, I already knew that game.
So again, when you're reading who you getting this information from, this licensed professional, blah, 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 still don't mean they know shit.
Maybe it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then some people could play the game real good. Remember that little 18-year-old dude that had a whole doctor's office?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, people were like, yeah, what's wrong with me?
He was cold with it.
Yeah, he was cold.
He was cold, bro.
I was really impressed. I'm not going to lie. This shit was funny, though.
So, I guess going back to it, but I mean, you did make a very good point, though. I'm not gonna cap to you. Like, you did make a very good point. I don't know. I always feel like it's not enough of it,
right?
And it's always the other things. Mm-hmm. Like, I understand you got a kid, and I understand we have a life, and I have this is that. But what's really, you know what I'm saying? When you sit, what's keeping you up at night? Right. That's the kind of mindset I'm on. Like,
right.
And I guess that's the yay in me. Like, I'm just kind of like, nah, I want more. I don't want less.
Shit, right? And you should.
But see, that's why I guess I get yay. And even when it sounds like it's wrong, you shouldn't agree with him. I agree with him.
When should you agree with Kanye?
All the time.
You shouldn't.
Always agree with him.
You always agree with him?
Yeah, I have a hard time disagreeing. And when it is a disagreement, it's like, it was like Trump. That was like a side thing.
I didn't disagree with Trump.
You know what's crazy was? Realistically, I'm going to say this out loud right now, and this is the first time I ever said it. I kind of didn't either, because the point of the matter is I don't know the full spectrum. In his world, I know it's always...
What are we not disagreeing with and agreeing with?
All right, so this is what I'm not... I mean, this is why I'm not disagreeing with Kanye. And actually, this is the first time I probably said this publicly. So this is why I've never disagreed with Kanye. Number one, politics. Democrat or Republican is bullshit. It don't really matter.
He's right.
Number two,
he's right.
If you actually take your eyes off the Make America Great Again hat and listen to what Kanye was saying, nothing he said was a lie or wrong.
Yeah.
It's all facts. And it's not even like it's 1800 history. We talking recent history.
Yeah.
But you got to know, black people were taught to trust Democrats. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Bill Clinton and his wife put a lot of our dads behind bars. And yet everybody loved Bill Clinton to this day because won't nobody fucking listen. Won't nobody do their homework or their research, but they love Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I'm not a Democrat fan.
You know
I mean, my man's got head in the Oval Office. I guess that's cool. That's a hood.
But that's black people problem. He got some dome in the Oval Office, and he took a couple pictures with rappers.
Even then, he's still not cool. I just said that's a hood nigga
not
thing.
You. I'm just talking about this is our people. This is our problem.
But listen, that's the thing though. And I would have to correct I could be with a group of black folks, and we could talk about that, and I would say that, and I would have to be like, everybody's like, oh yeah, my nigga. I'm like,
Right.
I liked him for that. Oh, that's cool because that was a hood nigga thing. But do I respect him or think that he was with Epstein, my man's? I have a whole issue with that alone.
But that was later.
Hey, yo. I don't care about later or next year or ever. He was a part of some stuff, and we already knew this nigga was weird. And what's even more worse is it took Epstein to find out, really, for people to be like, yeah, Bill Clinton.
We already knew he was out there.
He was a fucking painting of this man in a dress in this Epstein's office. I'm gonna tell you now, Clinton was out here sucking dick himself. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell me. He was doing it himself.
I ain't seen.
Hey, go ahead, be afraid. Do what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. No. I speak it like it speak it, bro. You do what you do, bro. Watch yourself. You got stuff you got to take care of, I guess. I'm gonna be honest. That man was doing what he was doing. And that's just weird, bro. And if you don't feel that, you don't feel that. Hey, I've been the GOAT, quite frankly, the greatest. I didn't put that earlier, but yeah, you already know what it is. I don't care. That's stupid, bro.
To you. I did not.
I definitely did that. And Bill Clinton, Bill Cosby, he threw the roofie in my cup. Shut up. I don't want to hear none of that. You fucking weirdos. All y'all niggas.
No.
I was hurt when I saw Jim Carrey on the list. I said nothing is real. Nothing matters anymore.
Hold on, Jim Carrey on what list?
The flight list.
Epstein flight list.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Word.
But they
damn,
killed
not
Epstein.
Jim.
He was
Not Jim. Oh, yes, Jim.
James Carey?
James Carey.
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
The
Pet
Mask.
Detective.
Oh.
The Mask.
Liar.
Liar. Right, exactly.
Oh, man,
No
don't
cap.
look, you was right. Ignorance is bliss. You was right.
You know what?
Kendrick said it, bro. Kendrick, you know who I really, it's Kendrick and Kanye, because Kanye set me up, right, and then Kendrick really reinforced what I needed, because at the end of the day, like, it's a lot of, like, you need to make sure you own that, because I feel like it's a lot of people who don't get, they just kind of like be like, but I really do, I feel like it's a lot of fucking wrong in the industry, bro, especially like they let shit go on, weird shit, bro. Like if you let Epstein stuff go on, right, and like let's just say The Rock was a part of it, right?
The Rock was a part of it.
I just said hypothetically. I didn't say he was.
Let's just go with Ray J. What if
Ray J is a GOAT, bro. I can't do that.
So is The Rock, man. How you gonna throw The Rock in?
Jim Carrey was in there. Jim Carrey was on there.
If Vin Diesel is a part of
Nobody
it,
ain't checking for Vin Diesel.
if Luda is a part of
The
it,
pacifier.
Hey, so hold up.
The pacifier.
Epstein's list. What's this supposed to be like? Child
it's a
trafficking
flight
or
list
something?
that went to Epstein Island, and Epstein Island had a whole bunch of minors that was like being abused without going into a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
No.
And a lot of A-listers, including Mr. Smith himself.
I mean, when you got rich people, especially,
I'm saying we
saying
already.
Yeah, I don't care how rich I am, nigga. You talking about some play? Yeah, bro. You got to be morbid. You got to be not yourself no more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No,
lie.
but I'm
If
saying, like,
if
a
someone
lot of
come
them-
up to me like,
So you
I
go.
got
So
these
you. So
girls,
once
I'm
you
gonna knock
that
'em.
bracket,
I ain't
you gonna be
front.
there.
You know
Kendrick.
it.
I'm gonna say this.
nah,
I feel like-
not with little kids, no.
No.
but
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
but you know, like they be playing both sides. You know, like we watch the Queen of the South now. You got the governor who also
That
had the
show
cartel.
is-
I do that. shit.
Rose is that's her show. Shout out
Y'all put
Shan.
me on that. Yeah.
Rose is a dick.
Remember
She
Rose
put me on
put
that
me
show.
on that.
Hey, my homeboy is what's his name? I can't remember his name. He always be calling Teresa. I can't remember his name. His name Alote or some shit like that.
What's his name?
No,
I don't
Peyote.
know.
Peyote.
Peyote.
No, it ain't Peyote.
No,
it's
Hey,
like
Peyote.
The boyfriend. What's
no, it's not the
name?
boyfriend. It's the guard.
Oh, the guard. That's my homie.
Yeah, that's my dude. He be like, Teresa,
Teresa.
Teresa, we cannot do this, Teresa. That's my cut, boy. Well, I'm telling you, that's that dude. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's some weirdos, but it is what it is, though. You know, let them niggas be weirdos. But it just always throw me out because it's like you bring it up and they'll have an explanation for everything else, but then you bring that up and they're just like, that didn't happen. End of story.
Right.
So it obviously happened because you can give me an explanation for your fucking bullshit product, but if I asked you about this, you can't even give me nothing but just 4 words. That's funny. Yeah. So that's not
Kim
suspect.
Kardashian.
I'm just saying, bro. You could talk about your skims the whole time, but someone says, "Did you suck Drake's dick?" You say, "Never happened in the story." Oh, but you can't give no full story about that. You can't.
I mean, if it never happened, how can you give a full story?
Okay, whatever. Yeah, you know. Hey, ignorance is bliss. Didn't you just say that?
Hey man, look.
All right.
Look, me personally, I don't care who sucking who dick.
I don't either. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's just me.
It
I
just
just feel bad for Kanye if it come out publicly. I mean, damn, just keep it in the closet. Go to the grave with the shit.
nah, bro. I feel like the industry is turning. It's gonna turn upside. Like it's gonna be like all
And
the
then,
stuff that's
you know
dark
what?
is gonna be seen.
Everyone in
instead
their
of it
personal
being-
life is going to start copying these weird Hollywood people, and they ain't going
Well,
to be
no, because if you notice back in the 90s and other times, it was more quiet, kept behind closed doors. That's why you're finding out more of it now. As to where in the industry now, with a lot of stuff that happens, it's a lot of stuff you find out.
It wasn't quiet. We just didn't have cell phones. We just had the internet.
No, it was just
the
internet.
tabloid.
Internet.
It was in the
Internet.
tabloids.
Internet.
Internet,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It
Internet
was
is
in the
what really-
tabloids and
yeah.
shit.
Internet.
But and also, if you grew up in the '90s and shit like us, we was busy. You know what I'm saying? We was too busy to be worried about what who was doing and all that
We was
shit.
outside.
We was outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still live that way. You know what I'm
Nigga,
saying?
if we was inside, we was watching all them weird shit on
Wayne
Nickelodeon.
But I don't know
Cartoon
about
Network.
y'all household. We weren't even allowed to just sit in front of no TV. You know what I'm saying? That just
It
wasn't
was
us.
like it was one of them things. It kind of grew into like later because it started being more kids in the house. So for my household, it was like at first it was like that, but then it gradually changed.
we was in the
so
TV.
like
the
it was,
most TV I've ever watched in my life is during this pandemic. Before that, I never really just sat in front of a TV.
I mean, nighttime was always the best time for me. I feel like because I can like sit there and get an episode or 2 in, and then fall asleep probably on the 3rd one because I know I ain't gonna make it. But like that's it. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna lay down anyway. So it's like if I'm gonna be up and my mind is racing, that's gonna like lay me down. So a lot of the time, I got a lot of that through that.
my mama made it
too.
her business to make sure we was exhausted. It wasn't no staying up watching TV.
Hey, you know what though?
We play sports.
That's what's up,
you know,
dude.
It is.
school, all that. Yeah, man, we was outside.
I mean, football practice.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
As a kid,
Especially football practice. Now oh man, you take a shower, it's over.
Nah, I never got to play football practice. I never got to do. I tried out once, and then the coach said, "No, sir."
You should have played, bro.
The coach told me no.
You can't
coach
play.
Told me no.
Coach say no.
Coach told me no.
Yeah.
So I just was like, it is what it is. I was gonna play on the basketball team, and I was kind of nice, but I just was not into it. My dad was real heavy on it. I just was, and then my thing is, I had a really rebellious, like, obviously, mindset. So I just was like, nah, I can't do it. If I ain't fucking with it, if it don't align with what I'm talking about, nigga, fuck you. And that's just what it was. And I got a lot of whoopings, and you know. But I loved it though, cause I still to this day I still stand on it. I'll be like, nigga, if you believe in it, stand on it.
Hey,
even if it's the wildest shit ever, don't let them ever tell you, cause that's the issue and that's the problem. That's why Tyler was saying, I was like what Tyler Creator saying about DJ Khaled. He was like watching a grown man die, because that's what that feels like. When you stick to yourself, when you stay to yourself, when you sit there and say, I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. Threesomes with a fucking Triceratops, and then you go from that to everybody being like, call on me if you get lost at your show, and they're singing it, and you can't even sing it. You can't even sing it. Right. You can't sing the song. Right. Yeah. That's the level that like to me that's always the most inspiring. Always the reach. That's the reach for me.
Right. Yeah.
That, because at the end of the day, it don't matter about nothing else. The money, none of that. That is what it matters. Like them singing my song, and I can't even fucking sing it. Right. I can't even hear it in my headset. Like you know what I mean? Right. That's I was happy for him. So I don't know. That's
a good moment for Tyler. I'm glad.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
He came a long way, man.
We second best. Head ass. Ayo, bro. Nah, fuck that. He's annoying.
Khaled gave us win, bro.
Nope. I remember being in church, and nope. I'm gonna shout out this one moment. At church on the Rock, they had us do a remix, a gospel fucking remix to fucking win, and that shit is ass, nigga. Nope. And it was even worse. I didn't even like the song beforehand, so it was like when we did that, I was like, this is literally the fucking corniest shit I've ever participated in my whole entire life.
So y'all church had y'all redoing rap records?
Like some Kids Bop shit.
I'm weak. Church Bop.
Church Bop.
They made me do Transformer. And we didn't Run This Town. It was wild. It was rough.
Y'all did Run This Town?
It was butt.
I need to hear that.
It was butt.
Nah. You see, you asked. You said fires. You need to leave.
Man, that's what I do.
Nah, you said fires. You gotta go. I'm not pleased.
I hope it never gets out. I hope it's erased.
Them niggas, you know what's gonna happen? They gonna get big and they gonna just leak it.
That's
some hater shit. They gonna leak it on some hater shit.
For 20 years and you get big. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck you find that?
It was about Jesus and all that. It was wild. What a dark moment.
Yeah,
dark ass moment.
So I guess since I was already talking about some fucked up shit earlier, but you know, Europeans have a long and intensive history with cannibalism that dates all the way up to the 20th century.
What, eating people?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You ate people before?
But stop. And you know what's even more crazy is? It's like whenever they would come across mummies, these Europeans would eat them.
When we eat people, hot dogs?
Probably.
No.
Oh, yeah. At McDonald's? You about to have a human on or something?
Oh, no, for sure.
What's the name? You said they would eat the mummies.
Yeah, they would eat the mummies.
Well, that's where the idea of vampires and shit came from. That ain't new news either. So they believe that they could take your power.
Well, you know, some people don't actually even know none of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
My bad.
Yeah, no.
I guess I read too much.
No, we knew the assignment. Others did not. That's why I prepared it.
But like it was like a power thing. So like, if I felt you was bigger or stronger than me or smarter than me, you know what I mean?
Ate that mug.
Yeah,
consume his energy. Try to consume his power.
The energy. You know what I mean? Like even the European with the pharaohs, you know, like
I wonder if that's fact
if you was my advisor, you know, you had the gift of gab. You talk well. I'm taking your tongue to heaven with me. If I die, your tongue coming with me. You know what I'm saying?
So did you guys ever know that the Gulf of Mexico was also the crater to the asteroid where they killed the dinosaurs?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. That I didn't know.
Yeah.
Why do we need to know that?
Because I feel like that's a point in history that's purposely erased. Yeah. Because it's weird that we have like alligators and certain things that look like
Dinosaurs.
alligators. Yeah, I mean, I said alligators, blowed. Dinosaurs. And that is crazy because to me, it's like, well, we have even birds, certain birds. You know, there was this one bird, bro, that's around right now. The nigga was from prehistoric times. And that nigga's still out here and he looks menacing. Black Air Force energy. Bro.
You're probably horrified at what you're saying.
Right.
No, there's multiple of these niggas still around.
If birds grow, humankind is over.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right. With that, we're on the bottom of the food chain. If birds get big,
then they also said that the Garden of Eden is at the bottom of the Dead Sea, and that a story of Gilgamesh talking about how he was at the bottom of the Dead Sea, and he ate from a fruit that gave him eternal life.
Eternal life.
Yeah.
Who can that be?
So I'm just saying like these things that were around like the Bermuda Triangle and all these different things. I don't feel like that is just joke. I feel like that's just to be misconstrued. Like Greek mythology. Why do you have to put mythology in front of Greek? You know that shit fucking happened. You know that there was dinosaurs here. There's steps that are big enough for a fucking giant's foot to walk up on, like as if it's like
Giants were definitely real.
It's weird, bro.
I believe that.
And then even the tomb of records are it's inside of the Sphinx.
Right.
I
believe that's linked to like health and stuff though. Cause like you're healthy, you grow healthy. Now the world is polluted, so we shorter. You know what I'm saying? So I believe like back then, you know, the skies were clear. That's how I believe astrology came about. That
like the Sphinx is older than the pyramids.
Right.
That's the part that people don't get. They be like, the pyramid's older. No, you fucking dummy. The Sphinx has been here longer, bro. There was even talks of them, of them saying, of the Mayans or whoever else that was around when the pyramids was first created, that they would look up and see them project from the top of the pyramid to the sky and get a response.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, these pyramids, I just feel like I just think it's interesting that, like, these things are documented and said the way they are, because I always feel like there's parts missing. Like, I don't take them wholeheartedly, but I do take them to some part of my heart, because I just feel
they're
like,
very real.
Yeah, because it's weird that you say it that way, but you,
somebody,
right? But you said that everyone saw a light shoot from the top and also shoot back from the sky to the pyramid,
like a laser.
Yeah, and give it energy that went down all these different steps that you built.
Happened in Jerusalem.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying it's very, very interesting that it plays off like that. That's all I'm saying. Like it's a weird world.
Well,
like,
whatever happens, if it's catastrophic, I want to go in the first wave.
I hope I die learning one thing.
First wave.
Yeah, I don't want to be in any apocalyptic situation.
Oh, that's gonna happen, bro. Futurama showed you what was gonna happen.
No, I just want to go.
When Fry fell in that motherfucking cryogenic chamber,
that was terrifying.
You saw like the world get rebuilt and blown up and all this other shit in at least like 7 different times in a span of, which I thought was amazing for the animation, that it was a fast shot. So he was in the cryogenic chamber to symbolize how much time went by the amount of time that it was speeding up. So you saw like buildings and shit just fall and collapse and come up, and then a new town, and then that wiped out, and then there was just only water, and there was aquatic people, and they went away, and it finally got to the point where boom, we're in the future now. We're in the 31st century, and this is where it's finally like set it, and everything's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I found it interesting. Like, I don't know. And then Elon Musk saying, "Oh, we got pods that we're making to shoot you from one area to the next." It's like, robots. am I in the simulation, or am I like
robots
out?
are coming
like,
to take your groceries for you
and other minimal tasks that you don't want to do.
The work.
You gonna see them niggas up at Amazon pushing a fucking dolly and shit. Hello, how are you? Have a good day.
I want to keep it moving, just like I keep it moving past the stocking robots and snooks already.
Nah, I ain't on it, bro. When he said, he was the main one that said this. He said AI is more. We said it in the last episode. AI is more dangerous
than
nuclear bombs, and he is the first one to have a Tesla bot.
He's got it under control, Frank.
I'm done with you. Did Drake kill XX Tentacion? Yes, he fucking did it.
Crap.
What do you believe, sir? We need to know.
I don't know.
Look alive.
I don't keep up with either one. I'm really out the loop.
X is RIP.
I be in my own world lately, man. Like
I know.
I said,
I'm just curious. I'm just picking your brain.
I could tell you what somebody's album sounded like. As far as all that extra shit, I stopped kind of paying all that shit attention. It's distracting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's kind of one of the best things I've done.
So, are you not a fan of like? Because I'm like, I guess it was just like in my household, it was always taught to like at least for us, it was just multitasking. So I guess I'm just used to like.
I multitask. I just use my energy on different tasks, certain tasks. So one thing that I can't put a lot of my energy in is somebody else's business. Fair. So it's just, not that, well, it is that I just don't care. So it's just, why am I spending my time? I got kids to raise. I got other shit I'm trying to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I can't spend my time watching somebody else live.
Do you think it's still possible not to care about somebody's situation and still like have an opinion about it with little to no information?
No.
You don't think so?
Have an opinion about something you have nothing about?
I know I just swung a curveball of a question at you, but
newspapers do it every day.
No.
That's why I asked that. Because he said no.
They're paid to do that though.
But like, paid, what's the difference between being paid? You still can just talk some bullshit being paid.
That's literally how they
like TMZ get paid. Right. TMZ get paid for talking bullshit and spending.
I don't work for TMZ though.
But it's not about you though.
It is.
But I'm just saying.
Me talking about Frank's business ain't gonna pay my bills.
Well, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So why am I wasting my time on it? Now it'd be different. If I was getting paid, I'd be all in your shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not.
If someone paid me $300 to tell me what Frank is up to, I'm getting it.
Man, I'm on your Facebook all day. Hey, yeah.
$300, that's it.
Frank just with the Taco Bell.
Like
publish that shit.
$300 though.
But nah, like if
they
you
want to take a lot, bro.
This is a podcast, so obviously this is conversation. So it kind of helps for you to kind of be in the know. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Me knowing about Kanye's dick getting sucked or him sucking somebody's dick ain't helping me at all.
Ain't doing it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's not gonna do anything for me.
Well, wrong for what?
Saying that earlier, bro.
About who?
Anybody that was talking about that you mentioned, because ain't no one out here doing that way.
Yeah.
I should get some T-shirts or something. I always been, you got people like myself who like pro-black, some pro-white, pro-gay, pro-blah blah blah. I am pro-minding my business. That's what I do. I'm a firm believer in that because number one,
what color is that?
When you open your mouth about some shit, I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out. What color we gonna make that flag?
Hey, I'll rock it.
I would
yellow or something. We'll figure that shit out. Thank you. I needed that.
You got the bag in your mind.
But when you constantly open your mouth about an opinion about some shit you don't know, you end up putting your foot in your mouth eventually. Right. You know what I'm saying? And depending on what level you in, it could cost you your career, it could cost you your life, It could cost you your family.
So you don't think you can never ever be on the preemptive on that part? Like you could never ever like be prepared and like know what you're talking about? You just think it's always
if I know what I'm talking about.
But even then, if it's to some degree, that can lead to that. Then if you say it to that degree, because anything is possible. I take it to the level of anything is possible. I don't sit on just that because that's easy to just be. And it's like I was telling my buddy Ben. I said, yeah, you have a routine that's working for you, but you're caught in a routine.
Right.
So when do you know that you're in a trap or outside of it? Or when do you know that you don't even have a trap at all and you're just looking complete? Like Kendrick said, he said, there's people who think with the box, think without a box. I don't even have the box at all. I'm trying to unlock it from everybody. Right. That's where I'm like, so that's kind of why I look at it. Like, I'm trying to unlock it for everybody. Right. That's like the man, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only reason why I look at it, like why I'm even here. Realistically, I don't
my point is,
I don't even care about talking. You know what I mean? I like doing music. You know where it's at.
Right.
I love just doing the music. Right. But this is just like, people love this shit. And what's just interesting to me is on a whole nother, like, break it on another part, like this ain't got nothing to do with, this is not even a topic, this is just me speaking, but freely, I don't even care to do this shit. I you know what I mean? I'm a knowledgeable fucking person. I can't help it. You know what I mean? Like where you spent your time playing football or whatever else, and your grandma did it, like I had to do it in a whole nother realm. Right. And I just wish that sometimes the one thing I wish I could invent is someone being in someone else's shoes, just so you can see what this person is talking about and not just listen to them, but actually experience them. Because that's the thing that bothers me the most is like I just want to understand to the deepest point of anything, like, and I feel like at the same time that becomes a problem because a lot of people like yourself, you're just like, I don't care, I'll stay in my own realm, which is completely understandable. But in a world like this, how can you do that? It's so difficult because
understanding is a great word. So how I do that is I understand that all humans are different. We're like snowflakes, not one of us is alike. So I understand that I ain't Frank, and you gotta understand that you ain't Paul. and that's the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm judging you or I'm saying I'm above you because I'm not following this shit. If this is your
I hate that
hobby
mindset with a lot of people. That it's a lot of that.
Right, for sure.
Which
for
I
sure.
feel like it's unfair because it's like why would I come at you if I'm asking you?
Right.
Something so pure and genuine in the nature.
And that's why I'm making it clear.
But it's but it's I don't get how people flip it though. You know what I mean? Like,
and then like sometimes
you've experienced that.
I got this bad. She could tell you. A lot of times when I say things that come off wrong, when I say I don't care, that don't mean it's not important.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Someone said the same thing to me.
Care.
He says the same thing to me all the time. Literally, he literally says the same shit to me all the time. Rose says it to me, and I hear from a couple other people who shall name nameless. But I don't. I mean, I guess it's just one of them like. I don't hold back thing because
no, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just again, especially when it's somebody like a celebrity. Like I've never seen this person in my life. There's no way
we don't know him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's no way I know. I couldn't tell you anything because there's no way I know.
Yeah, I try to only talk about what
Drake
I can find out.
I didn't know that Drake even knew the man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because it's just one of them things. Like it's just I was looking up some stuff and then it just goes back. Like the kid got.
Because when he like 19, when he died.
Yeah, but he got introduced to Drake.
Right.
Drake likes being around young folks. That's the big thing. Right. And if you don't know that part, then,
I do know that much.
Okay, so if you know that part, then that should already answer all your
it's
questions.
about the music.
Does it matter? Millie Bobby Brown. There's a
no,
black
I'm
chick.
saying like
I'm just saying
doing music
young
with the
kids.
younger people or whatever, or even just hanging out with them for whatever reason.
Well, but that's
killing them is a whole other conversation.
Well, but it's just with that, and it is what gets me off and gets me like all weird because it's just like it doesn't make sense because it's like he said if I die, the person who did it with Drake, and another person who said this same thing was Kanye.
Right.
And we take what Kanye says.
Right.
Okay,
that's what my question was. I don't know like their relationship.
He didn't know the story,
right? You know what I'm saying?
But I was gonna get to that obviously. But you know what I'm saying. But it's just one of them things. Like he already kind of alluded to it and said these different things. It was like, well, he took this flow, and I was like, well, what's up with that? You know what I mean? Like that's
Drake take everybody flow.
Which that's you know what I mean. But the kid didn't understand that, and he's like, well, I worked hard for this, and I put, which obviously he did. He was in fucking rooms and closets like ourselves doing
Drake
it.
Movement.
Which was he wrong? And so when you start a fuck Drake movement, I guess that was when OVO goons, which you called them the other day, come out of the woodwork.
Ran up on them at a Harley shop and put one in the stomach.
Yeah, which when you put in a song, you say, I shoot below the neck. He was shot below the neck 3 times. And then you even make a notion about the 3 times of being shot. You know what I'm saying? It's just very weird shit. So it's like back in the day, whenever they talked about beefs and other things, that's what really started. Was like me starting looking up beefs back in the day, and then now up until now, you know what I mean. That's just been the biggest thing because I've always been interested in beefs. Like I just think it's one of them things. Like it starts on a level of this.
Why is that?
Because you're so close. And I believe it's on a level of what you provided for each other at one point, right. And then what happens when it transitions when one becomes higher than the other, right. Because of fan favorite or whatever else. We can say whatever else for just right. etc. Right. But that's what always happens, and that's the part to me that always is the most interesting. What was the turning point? Right. What was that spike in the nail? What was that? Oh, I need to catch him lacking in Las Vegas right. moment. Mm-hmm. What was that? Oh, I need to catch him lacking in his studio, and I know that he's in there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And even though there's cameras and not, what is that moment? What made me catch this man lacking at a fucking car dealership to put 3 in his neck, and he's only this young, right. And he's making this much of an impact for all these young people. Right. I know a white dude right now who didn't kill himself because of XXXTentacion.
Yeah.
Right he killed himself?
He didn't kill himself because of XX.
Oh, he didn't?
He didn't.
Oh, yeah, music saves. That's always been a thing. You know,
but I'm just saying, like, I'm just using him all the way out here. We're just in Missouri. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just that level. So I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's always something to it.
Well, for sure.
It's always something more to it. Yeah. So it's like, I just feel like, you know, it's weird to be like, oh, why would he want to kill a child, right?
Right.
But if this child is making enough disruption to where it's interrupting your life.
You think X was bothering Drake's?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna say this right now. I was watching Batman Beyond, and it's a fucking cartoon, bro. But the first episode, he was trying to kill Terry McGinnis, who was trying to become Batman, all because his dad got killed and was working for the company that he worked for because he was looking up stuff.
Yep. Batman Beyond.
You don't think and this was in the future.
Batman always had some extra shit.
But listen. This was in the future, and this show came out well before the time of where I'm watching it now, where a lot of stuff is like you could put that to it.
You know, it's not really hard to predict the future when you understand humans.
You know, the Simpsons creators said the same thing. They said when you shoot however many times, you're at least going to hit at least 5 to 7 of them times.
For sure.
And because it was like, well, the last season's been really eerie. It ain't been eerie. It's just been. It's been blatant.
Let's say hip hop is a good example. I've always been a fanboy of the culture, and obviously of the culture and shit like that. A lot of shit going on in hip hop right now. You can find other, let's say, artists, for example, talking about it in 2005. Just a prediction, because you just see the wave. You see where it's going. Like you ever grandparents, they see their grandchild, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 12 years old. That boy gonna end up in jail or dead, right?
Oh, they'll be like, they're gonna be a lesbian,
right? Something like that.
They're gonna be gay.
You watching how they move. You know what I'm saying? Because
everybody,
everybody got personalities, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as much as out of a specific box we like to be as humans, we always gonna be in our own little space, in our own little world. And if somebody else is actually paying you any attention, they can see the direction you move, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't know where you going. But they can know. Oh, that boy going places. They don't know what type of store you're gonna be, but they know, right?
Yeah. Or it was funny. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like a lot of times you know what I'm saying, even just like with society in general, the black community and shit like that, it's predictable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like where we at now, we not unified. You know what I'm saying? We bickering over every little fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? There's so many pro movements, especially with black people. We divided in every way possible, right? But if you just was paying attention in 2005, you saw it coming. And in 1995, they saw 2005 coming. You know what I'm saying? You watch the Boondocks when it's like, oh man, it's just a purse, Grandpa. I know these little niggas running around with purses right now. That's most definitely them. They wasn't predicting the future. They just watching the wave. It was a joke. Niggas gonna be in purses soon. They already in tight ass pants. And it just so happened niggas in purses now. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't really. It ain't hard like a lot of people think. It is true though. It's just a lot of people live in their own bubble. And so, like you said before, ignorance is bliss. A lot of people just don't think about how it's moving.
And I think that's my biggest fault for myself at the end of the day. I always say a fault because I always try to critique myself. But it's that because I look at it like there will always be that. It will always be a problem like at the end of the day where I feel like people will I guess I like lost my train of thought, but I was just trying to add to what you had said. But I just always kind of feel like it's just one of them things where like people kind of always just how can I put it? I'm actually like lost in the word how I want to put this.
Like roll with it.
Yeah, because people always say they're always in their bubble. Because I'm gonna wrap it up after this, but I guess I'm like lost at a word because I've been kind of stumped all day. And this makes sense where I would get stumped toward the end. Perfect how things work out. But I think it's just more, I think a lot of people are stuck in their bubble. And for me, I want to know other bubbles because I feel like But
that's your bubble. Your bubble is to know other bubbles.
Well, my thing is when I want my bubble. And that's the issue, though.
That's not an issue.
No, it is because you can't like they say, you can't have your cake and eat it too. But I always go back and say, well, what the fuck was cake for then?
It's to be eaten.
Exactly.
It's
to be eaten. So my thing is like, am I wrong for trying to extend and to come in? I just feel I think the issue is there's not enough people who feel that same way. They don't want that, and they say they want that because they see these things that's going on, like people getting killed and all these bombings. Right. But in reality, once it all is all gone away and all stripped away, you do not want to be around nobody. You don't want this. You don't want.
It goes back to what you were saying about Pharrell.
Yeah.
Writing jingles.
Yeah.
Right?
But do it to him.
That wasn't for him. Same thing. If you want to lead people or you just got this desire to be on top or whatever the case may be, that's the king's desire. Everybody ain't kings. Some people just soldiers. Yeah. Some people just peasants.
That's my issue.
But that's not an issue.
It is. Because I weed out too many people too heavily, and it gets to the point where I don't want to listen to that. But it's like that's not fair.
That might just be your superpower.
Right.
It is. It already has been.
If that's who you exactly.
So
it's not an issue. It might be an issue with some, but again, everybody's not even going to understand where you thinking, where your mindset is if you're a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like for me, perfect example. You got like Malcolm X, you got Martin Luther King, right? Yeah. I never really understood Martin Luther King because like if these people want to rape your mother, kill your father, kill your kids and all this shit, why the fuck you want your kids to go to school with theirs? Right. It never made sense to me. It still don't.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I get his heart. Like he want the world to be one, and that would be lovely. I get it. But like right in the midst of the fire, like these niggas just burned a cross in your yard last night.
Yeah.
But you want your kids to go to their schools tomorrow. Nah, it wouldn't be my kids. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But that was his thing. That was his mindset. So
we gonna have to do a part 2.
Yeah, possibly.
I'll come back. Just let me know.
He said already
Yeah.
done. For sure. But unfortunately, we have to go pay bills, and we got to get the fuck up out of here. It has been a ride, as always. You want to say anything to the public before we dip out?
September 11th, come down to Under the Radar Hip Hop, just music showcase in general. Got some very special guests in the night.
We finna be performing.
We are there.
We there.
Address is 7613 South Broadway.
All
South
Yeezy
Broadway.
masks.
Pop up.
Come check us out.
All
$7?
Yeezy's
10?
masks. All summer.
How much is it?
$7.
$7.
Oh, and also we collaborating with Verbs After Work. Shout out to DJ Al Biz and
Yeah, shout out
Danelli.
the fuck
Verbs
out.
After
So
Work.
it's going to be some open mic.
Shout out to
poetry and all that.
Loconetworkstl.
Are
Yeah.
you Loco? Are you my
Shout
guy?
out to Taco King. Shout out to everybody.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we finna get the fuck up out of here. This is you goofy, bro. This is the Snowball Effect, and you already know what it is. This is where those small, minute ideas turn into those colossal conversations.
Facts.
I am your hostess with the mostest. You already know who it is, the dopest. Your boy Q.
I am Keith.
Yes, and with us is
Paul Mike.
and we the fuck up out this bitch.
Yes, sir.